GM Soldiers, in today's video I'm going to show you how to use the TradingView indicator called Volume Bars by Leviathan Capital in collaboration with TradingRiot. This Volume Bars indicator is a volume indicator that is using the relative volume to display areas in the chart or swing levels, swing lows and swing highs that can often lead to a market reversal, to a trend change in the market, by displaying the signal on the relative volume or the volume bars indicator. So in this video I'm going to show you how to use this indicator into your trading strategy, what are the features of this indicator, and how can you load it into your TradingView charts. So to load this indicator into your TradingView chart, you need to go here into the Indicators tab on TradingView and search for Volume Bars. Okay, here you can see that this is the Volume Bars indicator by Leviathan per TradingRiot, and you can read here the description of the indicator. As you can see, the indicator should come by default with the also coloring the candles in the chart, the price candles in the chart, but I don't know why today this function doesn't work to me, even if I have checked the option. And here the most important part here in the description of the indicator is knowing the difference between the high volume bars, the low volume bars, and the churn bars. The high volume bars are the ones that are represented in blue in the indicator by default, and these high volume bars oftentimes signal a start or end of a price move. As I said before, this oftentimes shows a trend reversal, and by default an opportunity for a swing trade, to open a swing trade or to open a trade because a long trade or short trade, depending on the price action. But the relative volume, the high volume relative volume, so the blue bars, can show you a trend reversal, so a mean reversion trade. Then we have the low volume bars, okay? And here Leviathan says that low volume bars oftentimes act as a weak spots that later get filled, okay? So this is oftentimes when the price twice pumps to one side and then comes back to refill this inefficiency. And then we have the churn bars that are represented in red in the indicator by default. Oftentimes this signals a start or end of a price move. So going back into the indicator, we can see here the blue bars that are the high volume bars, the red bars that are the churn bars, and the yellow or orange bars that are the low volume bars. Okay, you can change these settings here in the indicator. You can change the colors, or also you can change, instead of columns, put it into histogram. And also here you have the option of color the candles on the chart, but as I said before, this option doesn't work to me today, I don't know why. And all the other settings that the indicators come by default, okay, you should leave it as they come by default. I didn't change anything because I've seen that the indicator performs very well under these settings. So now that we have configured our indicator and we have the indicator loaded into the chart, first of all I want to show you the similarities between this indicator, the volume bars of Leviathan Capital, and the volume suite relative volume. Okay, here we have the volume suite indicator by Leviathan, also the same developer, but here we have the relative volume. Okay, just the relative volume without the churn bars and the low volume bars. Okay, we can see that the same spots that are shown by the relative volume are also shown by the volume bars. Okay, you can see that the highest relative volume are the same, and I suspect that the data source that is being used to print these signals on the volume bars is the same that is used to in the volume suite indicator, the first volume suite indicator by Leviathan. So this is just to make you see that this indicator is basically the relative volume. The only thing that changes is the coloring of the candles and the concept behind it. But the concept that I explained, I had another video in this YouTube channel explaining how to use the relative volume on the volume suite indicator. So you can also go to that video to see more about how to use this indicator. So now we are going to focus ourselves into the volume bars indicator. So as you can see here, if we find confluence between the price action, so the price action is telling us that the liquidity here, you can see here we are in the 4-hour time frame, and you can see here that the indicator is showing us rejection from this area and this candle, and this candle is accompanied, goes in hand with a high relative volume, okay, a high volume node on the volume bars indicator. So as I said before, this oftentimes leads to a market reversal. If we analyze the price action and the price action coincides with a high volume bar, we can think that the market has found the bottom or the swing low, and then we can open a long trade or a trade in the opposite position, on the opposite side, okay? So if the market reversed to the downside, we can open longs position, okay? Because the price action is showing us a rejection from this area, so the market is finding liquidity around this area, and also the volume bars indicator is showing us that indeed these bars, these candles, had a higher volume, so the market is likely to bounce on the opposite side. So at a mean reversion trade, a market reversal on the other hand, on the other place. Here the same, we see the market pump to the upside, we see a candle rejection here, a pump with momentum, then a rejection. So we see that the momentum, and here the price action is telling us that this level is rejecting, it's trying to pierce this level, and then the market is rejecting. So here we can expect a market reversal to the opposite side. But as you can see, the relative volume here on the high volume bars, okay, is lower than here. And indeed, the market reversed with less strength. Also here we have another long trade idea. Here we see a strong momentum candle here on the 4-hour chart going in hand with high volume bar on the volume bar indicator, okay? So here this is telling us that the market has liquidated a lot of longs, pierced a level, okay, a support level, but now the price action here with this candle here is showing us reversal signs. So now we can enter a long trade, okay? Here, for example, in the last price action of the last month, I only see clearly, okay, here for example we can see a short entry opportunity here, a market reversal on the short side. But as I said before, I prefer to use the relative volume, the default relative volume on the volume suite indicator, rather than this one, because for me, the churn bars, the red bars, churn bars, and the low volume bars, that are the yellow ones, in my opinion, they don't add this much information. They can lead you to false signals or to make wrong decisions. Because for me, I like simplicity in my trading system. And as you can see here, the times where the market reverses the hardest, and we can take swing longs and swing highs and swing trade positions, are the ones that have the higher volume in blue. So if we just need to focus ourselves to see the high volume areas or the high volume signals, why to look at the low volume, so the yellow ones, and the churn bars that are the red ones? This is just adding complexity, for my point of view, to your trading system. So as personal preference, I will stick with the relative volume indicator that I explained in another videos how to use it. So go watch on my channel the relative volume tutorial that I did in the past. And yeah, this indicator works, but it works well for me if we deactivate the low volume, the churn bars, and we leave just the high volume bars and the normal volume. But this is in theory, this is just the relative volume indicator that we can use in the volume suite of Leviathan, okay? For me, this is much easier to identify reversal points, okay? Reversal swing highs, as you can see here, reversal swing highs where the market tries to pump and then reverses to the downside, as here, okay, using momentum, and then the market reverse. Here in the opposite side, in the long side, okay, you can see momentum, the high volume bars, and then a spike, a reversal in the market to the opposite side, an uptrend. So why to look at other things if the signal that is more pure or more effective is the high volume signal? Okay, so I will, in my personal preference, I will deactivate all this, the low volume and churn bars, and I will leave just the high volume. Okay, but as I said before, you can use for this purpose just the relative volume indicator, the original relative volume indicator that I showed you before on the volume suite of Leviathan, and you just don't need to use the volume bars indicator if you want to use the indicator this way. In the other hand, if you see alpha using, or you see some kind of edge in the market using the low volume bars and the churn bars, for you find a correlation here. You do your system, you do a trading system based on these three types of signals, and then you backtest this system and you find a positive expectancy system based on this indicator and all the other features that it gives you. Okay, go for it. For me, I prefer just to focus on less signals but higher quality signals that can lead to a bigger move in the market, because if we add more variables into a trading system or in an indicator, we are adding complexity to execute these signals that this indicator is giving us, and thus we are more prone to have false signals or to make mistakes using this indicator and getting wrecked in the market. So you can use this indicator as a relative volume indicator. Myself, I like to use it just with the high volume bars, okay, deactivating this. If you find edge here, you can activate these ones, but I just wanted to show you that the most important feature of this indicator is the high volume bars, okay? And why to use this indicator if you can find the same functionality of this indicator in the volume suite of Leviathan indicator that has more functionalities added in top of just the relative volume. So that's it for today's video. As I said before, you can use this indicator as a mean reversion trading indicator to find swing lows and swing highs and spot reversals in the market and take advantage of these reversals to enter short positions or long positions. So if you like this video, you can find me on Twitter. Follow me there on Twitter. You can find me there. You can find a lot of posts where I post daily market analysis, daily trading ideas, daily trading setups. So follow me there to have more close contact with me on a daily basis. Also, if you like this video, leave me a like, leave me a comment on this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment sections, and I will try to answer your comment the best that I can, to the best of my ability. And also, you can find me on Instagram and on Rumble. So thank you for your time, and we'll see you in the next video.